Hey everybody, I'm Katie, and welcome to Head of the Class. I am joined today by FreedomProject Academy's Mrs. Margo Wesley. Mrs. Wesley is one of FPA's English teachers who teaches 8th grade students all the way up to our senior level literature course. Mrs. Wesley, you have taken on the responsibility of instilling the love, or at least the appreciation, of great literature. And you do this with junior high students and high school students. So what is it about teaching English that drew you into making it your career?
Well, I always started out loving to read. Even as an elementary student, my parents always wanted me to read. That love of reading continued on to high school, and I had a fantastic high school English teacher who pushed me to really dig deeper into the literature and read difficult books and enjoy it. And I hope I'm that kind of English teacher as well. But he really inspired me to pursue English in college. But also, the more I got into it, the more I realized that English is just a fantastic subject because we get to teach grammar and writing and literature. And literature helps us, I feel like, just literature can apply to life in so many different ways. It can help us learn about ourselves, learn about other people, help us pin down what we believe and understand what other people believe. And I just think it's such a unique subject to teach. And I enjoy English and chose English for all of those reasons.
Now, you teach a variety of age levels, and that means you teach numerous pieces of literature. So what does your classroom look like for all of your students?
So in my classes, I love to get student feedback. I want my students to talk to me. So I always try to have specific discussion questions, and usually I give those discussion questions to my students for homework so that they've already had time to think about those questions so that they're ready to share their thoughts with their peers. So we discuss a lot. I try to ask thinking questions is what I call them, so that students can really think about the deeper issues that we see in the literature that we read. Also, we do grammar in my junior high and in my high school classes, and I like to do polls and quizzes, not graded quizzes, but pop quizzes kind of in class where students can show me what they know and practice grammar that way. And also for writing, I like to do a lot of practice. So my students actually write topic sentences for me in class and write analysis for me in class, and we do it together so that they're not on their own at their own houses working on it alone, but we actually do it in class and practice in class. So students can expect to see all of those things in class.
And if you aren't grading their essays or you're correcting their grammar assignments, how do you like to spend your time?
So this is a little bit unique about me. A lot of people probably wouldn't enjoy this, but I do like to run. I come from a running family, and I started running when I was about 10 or 11, and I haven't probably taken 3 days off since I was 11 running. So I definitely enjoy running. My husband enjoys running. My brother ran in college. His wife is now on an amateur running league, with an amateur running league. So we enjoy running. Also, though, I enjoy traveling. My husband and I have been to several different countries, and we've traveled around the U.S., and our favorite place is probably out west.
There are many teaching opportunities available, especially for English. So why was it that you specifically chose to teach at FPA?
Well, I love FPA because it is an online school. I can teach from home. My husband is in the Army. He's been in the Army now going on 2 years. And so because he's in the Army, we have to move around a lot. We've already moved 3 times since we've been married, which can be difficult finding a job in another school setting. So I'm so thankful for FPA. I love being able to teach online and still be able to move around with my husband and educate students from my own home. So I enjoy that a lot. I also love the values of FPA. I love being able to share those Judeo-Christian values in the classroom, and I enjoy all of that. Also, one more thing, I do have one more thing on this. I love my online students. I feel like my online students are so unique, and they have just such a variety of backgrounds that all that coming together in the classroom is just amazing. I enjoy that a lot.
Before we go, we're going to do a quick fire question round. So with the questions I ask, just answer as fast as you can. So give me 5 words to describe yourself.
Okay. I would say enthusiastic, kind, organized most of the time, patient, and I'm actually very shy when I'm meeting new people for the first time.
All right. As an English teacher, you love punctuation. So what are your 4 favorite punctuation marks?
This was hard. This is a hard question to narrow down. The comma for sure, quotation marks, exclamation points because they show excitement, and also semicolons. A lot of students don't know how to use them, but they're amazing.
All right. As an avid reader, I'm sure you have 3 book recommendations or your favorite books.
I love To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and a newer one, Unbroken by Lauren Hildenbrand, is a fantastic book. And then my personal favorite, probably that a lot of people might not enjoy, but The Scarlet Pimpernel by Emma Ortsey.
Now, if you could pick 2 authors to read all of their work, who would you choose?
C.S. Lewis, and my family and I love John Grisham, so I would say John Grisham. I could read all of his stuff.
And finally, give me 1 piece of advice you have for your students.
My 1 piece of advice for students would be that you never get to live today again. So you don't get today back. And I say this to myself quite a bit. You don't take today for granted. Don't put off things. You never get it back. So be as kind as you can be. Love as many people as you can. Do everything you need to do because you never get it back.
Mrs. Wesley, thank you for being here. Learn more about our amazing teachers and Freedom Project Academy at fpeusa.org.